Welcome to 1 Million Cups. A little bit about 1 Million Cups. If you haven't been here before, if this is your first time, our mission is to create a space where startups and seasoned founders who are curious to come and build meaningful relationships with each other. We are supported by the Kauffman Foundation, which is based in Kansas City. And as you can see here, there's 1 million cups all over the Midwest. So if you're traveling, if you're on vacation, and you decide that you just need a free cup of coffee or a donut, any of these places you can stop by and you can connect with more entrepreneurs and business owners in these different areas. These are our sponsors. So without these sponsors, we wouldn't have the great coffee from the mill and the great donuts. So all of these are our sponsors. They're the ones who support us and allow us to make this happen. We really appreciate everything that they do. Don't Panic Labs for this beautiful space. It's hard to find a space like this where you don't have to pay for parking, you don't have to fight for parking, so we're grateful for that. This is your organizer team. I'm Amy Juergens. I'm the director of the Entrepreneurship Center at Southeast Community College. Dow is here. She is with Merrill Lynch. And the rest of our team, who is busy doing other things that are involved with their business. So Abby Bartholomew is with Lincoln Partnership for Economic Development. Ann McClure is with Escape Lincoln. Dane Patton is with Bats and Rats. Dow I introduced. Dave is with Union Bank and Trust. Lindsay is here with Don't Panic Labs. Sarah is with Olson. And Vaughn has his own business, DM Strat. We like to put faces or pictures up there so you know who is your organizing team. We're here for questions. We're here to offer you resources. We come from a wide variety of industries and businesses, so please take advantage of us and ask us questions. Please make sure that you check in. 1 Million Cups, the overriding organization, wants to know how many people we have that are coming, how we are engaged, and so please make sure that you check in. So we're going to start off with SprayNet, and Ching Kong and Alicia Rogers with SprayNet are going to be our first presenters. So let's give them a warm 1 Million Cup welcome.
Well, good morning, everybody. My name's Ching. This is Alicia. We're with SprayNet, Lincoln. A little overview about us and who we are. SprayNet's a franchise company that originally started in Canada 16 years ago and expanded to the US 5 years ago. It's a franchise, so we are authorized franchise partners. We had to buy into the business. And I'd love to tell you all about how we are different than everybody else in the industry and why we decided to enter into this new venture. A little bit about us. I've been in Lincoln for the last 12 years of my life. I graduated from UNL. I'm also prior military myself. I was in the U.S. Army Reserves, and I did my last drill here in Lincoln at the drill sergeant unit. Awesome. So SprayNet is, before I begin, we have some material for you guys. These 2 pagers you guys can keep and everything. And then we also have sample boards of our product to pass along for you guys to take a look at. We do need those back though. And also a color palette for all the colors that we offer. We also color match as well if there's a color that you want and it's not on our color palette. But a little bit about SprayNet is we are the next generation of exterior painting as well as interior kitchen cabinets and doors and windows as well. We have over 45 territories across Canada as well as the US. We have over 10,000 homes revamped. We have our own proprietary paint products, so we make our own paint and each one is patented, designed for each surface that it goes on. And also we were in the Profit 500 in 2017 and 2018, and then in 2018 and 2019 we won the Franchisees Choice Awards. We've been on Dragon's Den and also other streaming platforms like Netflix. We've been on Homes Improvement several times as well. And what we do, so we are the most cost-effective way to beautify your home without having to withstand the cost of replacement. How we are different than everybody else in the industry. As I mentioned earlier, we manufacture our own paint designed for each surface that it goes on, and it comes with a 15-year no-peel warranty. That goes with the labor and the paint itself as well. So we don't like to call ourselves just painters. We're more like style scientists. And the problem that we're solving out here is to bridge the gap between conventional and factory painting. We offer that factory-like finish on every job that we do, and we bridge that gap between it. Our products are water-based. It's completely accessible to homeowners, and everything is done on-site, including the kitchen cabinetries. We have a portable spray booth that we go take with us to every job, especially for the kitchen cabinetries. And we do it on-site at your home, and we mix in paints, catalysts into our paint to make sure that the paint dries faster. So we can finish a home at a fraction of the time than conventional painting. The concept here is that it is the most cost-effective way to beautify your home. A lot of times you ultimately end up having to replace your cabinets or your siding in order to change the color or to beautify everything. But we offer that factory finish with just our paint alone, and you can save up to 75%. Just by taking on our services, and it just really transforms your home completely. And we are the smart way to a beautiful home. The difference between us and the old ways, so in the old ways, a lot of other conventional painting companies, they have to source their paints from other places like Sherwin-Williams, Behr, Home Depot, all those other places. Well, for us, everything is done in-house. We have home offices in Montreal, Canada, as well as Miami, Florida as well. So we don't have to worry about high shipping costs and everything because of the factory that we have in Miami, Florida as well. And now let's take a look at some of the transformations that our company has done in the past as well. So this here, you can take a look. We paint vinyl siding. That's a big selling point for us in the industry. A lot of the times when you ask a painting contractor to change the color of your vinyl, they usually end up telling you to replace your siding. Well, replacing your siding can cost anywhere from $20,000 all the way up to about $50,000 to $60,000 just to replace your siding. For us, we can do that depending on the size of your home, from anywhere between $5,000 all the way up to $15,000 for really, really big houses.
And you have us for 15 years.
And here's another house that we did with vinyl siding as well. And this is stucco siding. And you can see the garage doors have been revamped as well. And this is a job that we just completed last week. This is a kitchen job that we helped out in St. Louis. As you see, they went with the alabaster white color for the finish. Before, it was a dark mahogany wood grain look. Truly, customers love us. If you look at SprayNet in other areas, you have North Carolina, Oregon, Massachusetts, Texas, Colorado, Missouri, Illinois, and many other states. If you look those places up, you'll see a lot of the 5-star reviews. Customers truly love what we do, and they really love the idea that they can revamp their homes at a fraction of the cost now. Our patents are there, so that way our proprietary blends never change. The formula stays the same no matter what, every single time. And we are constantly researching and developing new paints as well. So we are also developing a paint that we can apply onto metal roofs as well to help out with a lot of the cost of replacing metal roofs and also help seal in some of the leakage that those metal roofs can cause.
Our spraying system is also patented, so that will always be done in a certain way every single time.
This is part of the application process here. So yeah, you have your chemistry. We have our own software that we use called Spray Network, and the hardware equipment that we use. And again, each one is designed for each surface that it goes on and designed to withstand the toughness of time and also the weather conditions that we go through, especially here in Lincoln. Especially with your vinyl siding, hail is a big problem here. Us ourselves, we have a vinyl home that has been through many hailstorms, and there are a lot of cracks and chippage in the vinyl siding, our paint offers a extra layer of protection to your siding to withstand against the hail as well. In fact, our paint actually ranks the highest on the hardiness scale compared to all of the other paints in the industry as well. And also, it stays stretchy, but doesn't compromise the hardness of the paint. And this talks about a little bit about our coating system for your vinyl siding, your aluminum siding, as well as fiber cement. It's completely weatherproof. We have a UV guard technology where it basically tricks the sun into thinking that the top surface layer of the paint is not there. So that's how we prevent the vinyl siding from warping. Vinyl siding can warp from anywhere between 170 degrees to about 190 degrees temperature. And I know that sounds extremely high, but when your house is absorbing the heat, that temperature on your siding does increase dramatically compared to what it is on the outside. I know in Lincoln here, I mean, over the last 12 years, I've been through many of days where it has been over 100-degree weather that we've experienced, and you can imagine how hot your siding can get. So our technology allows us to fight against the heat. Like I said, tricking the sun into thinking it's not there. It goes through the top surface coat and into the primer and reflects it off, keeping your house a lot cooler as well. For our brick product, so the number one rule of painting brick is you should never paint your brick. If you take a look at our sample board about the brick, you can see the difference between a painted brick and our patented brick stain. What it does when you paint your brick is brick is porous. A lot of people don't know that, and it requires to breathe. And when you paint over it, you start to suffocate your brick and also trapping in the moisture that was inside of the brick prior to you painting it, which causes mold to build up inside of it, and it becomes not healthy for the environment that you are around all the time. So what we've done is created a brick stain that allows the brick to stay porous, and it keeps the brick breathable. And also it's designed to last at least for the next 15 years, so you do not have to worry about it. It is a stain, so it should not peel at all. Same thing with our stucco siding. So with our stucco, it's extremely stretchy. We call it the elastomeric product. And what it does is it keeps the stucco breathable as well. And it's extremely flexible. It can also even patch up hairline fractures up to an inch as well. So if you have any little tiny cracks on your stucco siding, once we apply the paint on there, you will not see that crack anymore. And I talked about our vinyl siding product a little bit. So with vinyl siding, we do have to apply our vinyl shield primer on there. And what the primer does, I talked about it a little bit earlier, it reflects the sunlight off of the home itself, keeping your house a lot cooler. And that's what it does when the sun hits it. We can also do your doors and windows as well. A lot of the doors and windows are PVC, like plastic, or also metal. Our paint is extremely durable on the doors and windows as well. In fact, we're going to be painting our garage door and our windows here in a couple of weeks as well. So I invite you all to come by to my house once we get started on the project, and afterwards I plan to throw a barbecue, so I invite you all to come by and take a look at the work that we've done, including our kitchen cabinet paints. We can paint thermal foil, laminate, melamine, and wood. Wood has been the most popular kitchen cabinetry that I have seen thus far. It's extremely durable, chemical resistant, so you can spray on degreaser after you cook and everything. If you've noticed a lot of grease on after you're done cooking, you can spray on that degreaser and the paint will still withstand it. If you have pets that like to scratch at your cabinetries as well. Or kids. We have kids ourselves as well. So it's going to withstand that completely, and it's going to continue to look like that factory finish over time. A little bit more about our cabinet refinishing and how it is different than everybody else. We can finish a kitchen cabinet job within a day to a maximum of 3 days, depending on the size of the kitchen itself. And the greatest part is, it's all backed by a 15-year no-peel warranty on the labor and the paint itself as well. So I always tell people, when you purchase our services, you don't just buy our paint and our services for that one time. You purchase us as well, and you own us for the next 15 years, should there be any peeling or any faulty paint jobs that happen. And that concludes our slides. If you have any questions, and what we need from you all is to help us spread the word that this product is here now. Vinyl siding is a big thing. Include myself, about 5 years ago, I wanted to change the color of my vinyl, and I've gotten many quotes, and I've been told it's better off if I just replace it instead. Well, I didn't have $20,000, $30,000 laying around to pay for that, so I've never changed the color, but now we offer a solution to that problem. As well as we are looking for property managers, real estate agents, cabinet makers, builders, and general contractors to partner up with to help out with their services, as well as garage door makers as well. Any questions?
Thank you so much for your presentation, actually.
Thank you.
And I think that this kind of presentation will be particularly helpful for members of like homeowners association or neighborhood association. And my question is that, so clearly you got a lot of marketing support from the headquarters.
Yes.
How do you localize and I guess my question is that how do you make it tailored to the local market?
Yeah, so with our corporate team, they do a lot of research, as well as we talk to them on a weekly basis on what it is like in Lincoln and everything. So they tailored their marketing strategy on our social media according to what we tell them. Like, for example, I know that we love the Huskers a lot, go Big Red, right? So I tell them that, and they add in that strategy for our social media and marketing. We also just recently shot an interview with 1011 News. That's up on their website for you guys to take a look at. We also got done shooting an ad video on Monday, so a commercial with 1011 News is coming out for that. And we also throw out lawn signs every morning, extremely early, like at 4 a.m. Tuesday and Saturday mornings. Around town, just to get the word out and everything like that. Yes.
So is that a entire package, or can painter contractors purchase your paint and apply it themselves? Can homeowners purchase their paint and apply it themselves?
Yeah, good question. So no, we do not sell our paint itself. So whenever we manufacture the paint, we would like to apply it ourselves, just because we have our own patented system that we follow through in order to apply the paint onto the surface.
Cost-wise, how competitive are you with the average painter?
Cost-wise, we are a little bit more expensive, but not by much. We're not the cheapest option. And right now, I've been running promotional discounts, and I have been told that we're very on par with a lot of the other painting companies in the area right now in terms of cost.
What's the preparation process for that? Like, say you have cabinets somewhere all scratched up, do you have to sand everything down, or?
Absolutely. So the preparation steps for each surface is different, but for kitchen cabinets, especially, we start off by masking everything. Basically, we take the doors and drawers out, and we hang up on a rack wherever it's closest to our spray booth, wherever the homeowner allows us to set up. But yes, we do degrease it, and then we also sand it completely down, scuff it up basically a little bit without messing with the integrity of the cabinets itself. And then after we prime it, that's when you could really tell if we've missed some grease spots and everything. And then when there is a grease spot, so for example, on the St. Louis job, when we got done priming, we found out about half of the cabinet and cabinet doors and drawers, we had missed grease spots on it. So that ended up being a 4-day job instead of a 3-day job because of that process. And we had to re-sand down everything, and just to make sure that we had all the grease out of it and everything. But what makes it a lot faster is because we mix in catalyst into our paint, and accelerants to make it dry within an hour of us applying the paint on. So once we get to painting, the process goes really, really quick.
90% of our job is prepping.
All right, thanks, SprayNet. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Our next presenter is Vivian Clough, and I'm sorry. Clough. So I'm so sorry. And she has her own agency, so she's going to come and share her information about that.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. So I'm Vivian Clough, and I'm excited to share with you about several things and my journey of how to become an entrepreneur. And feel free to ask questions, participate. So show of hands. How many of you ever dream about being your own boss in here? Very good, very cool. Keep it up if you have taken steps toward that dreams. And then, are you currently running your business? Keep it up. Very good. So kudos to all of you. You didn't put your hand down. How about the one that have not? Like the one that have not, show your hands. What's stopping you? Because fear, money, security, responsibility, and I understand all of those because I lived them. Thank you for answering all my questions. Now, before we keep going, I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself. So, who am I? Who is Vivian Clough? I'm a Vietnamese immigrant. I came to Lincoln in 1999. I was, 15 years old, didn't know anything, went to high school, went UNL, and still here, never left Lincoln. I'm an Asian American entrepreneur. I'm a wife, mother, animal lover. I used to own a nail salon. I'm a real estate investor, and most recently, I'm the owner of the first entrepreneur AAA agency in Nebraska. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, but for most of my career, I was helping other people building their businesses. That's what I've been doing. And a little bit about a professional climb. So again, over 20 years, I worked for a lot of different companies, from Fortune 100 companies, 500 companies, small businesses, family-owned businesses. I wore million hats, you name it, from HR, marketing, recruiting, operation, anything. Pretty much just, if something needs to be done, I figure it out. And I'm sure it's sounds familiar to a lot of you here. We all wear multiple hats, and that's never enough job descriptions to describe what you do. People ask me, what's your typical day look like in the past? I'm like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But so on paper, everything looks perfect. I had a great career, very good steady paycheck, a clear path forward, but something was missing. Every day I felt like something missing. Have you ever heard about the phrase, the golden handcuff? The golden handcuffs are that invisible chains of comfort. Talking about the comfort zone. Talking about that good paycheck, good benefits, everything. The more you earn, the more you have to lose. And the louder that voice just becomes telling you to stay put. Like I shared earlier, every morning I wake up and feel like something missing. So I'm sure some of you felt that way too. So for me, every raise, bonuses, new title, just make that dream feel a little bit further away. I often ask, can I do it? Can I afford to try it? And people would tell me, are you crazy if you leave? People would tell me, that's exactly what I want to do. But inside my head, I'm like, no, I'm missing something. I want to do something different. So the most dangerous cage is the one that looks like a reward. Comfort can quietly become the ceiling of your dreams. So that question changed everything. So one day I asked myself, am I building my future or helping build someone else? That question haunted me because I love what I did. I enjoy every single day when I woke up and went to work and help the business owners. I love helping them. I love solving problems, but deep down inside, I wanted to know if I could build something my own. Here's why. It's my American dream and my why. So the dream that wasn't about financial success, it was about ownership, independence, create something that reflected my values and vision. It also meant building a legacy for my family, my community, and also all the future entrepreneurs. They could point it, and say, she did it, so can we. And those are my why. So my family, I have a 6-year-old son. He just got finished with kindergarten. So I can't believe it. My husband Jacob, and of course my rescue animal. Adopt, don't shop. I adopt all of those 3. And Ninja, Regal, and Teddy. Teddy is the youngest one and the most troublemaker one. But he's too cute, so we can't blame him. But anyway, so those are my whys. They keep me up and going every day and achieving my dreams. So talk about that. We talk about freedom. We want to do certain thing and want to own your business, but no one talks about the trade-off. Think about it. When you employ, someone else carries that risk. When you are an entrepreneur, you are the one who carry that risk. When you employ, you know when the payday is. That's Friday. That's the first of the month, whenever. You know exactly when's your paycheck going to be. But when you are an entrepreneur, you make payroll before paying yourself. Sound familiar? If you employ, you leave the work and it's there. But when you're an entrepreneur, the works follow you home. It's in your head, even when you sleeping, shower. It's always, yeah. So I'm sure, can anyone relate to that? But there's something special. So despite all of that, there is something magical about building something that's ours, that's yours. The first customer, I'm sure you can remember. The first referral, the first employee, the first success, and also the first failure that you survive. So, because every challenge teaches you something, and every win means more. So talking about that, taking a leap of faith. So I did something terrifying. I walked away from security, not because I had all the answers, not because I had guarantees, not because I knew I would succeed. I just left because I knew I would regret if I never tried. Okay? So does that resonate with anyone here? I'm sure it does. So sometimes the scariest step is most necessary one. Leaving security behind to pursue your dream, take courage, conviction, and willingness to bet on yourself. We're gonna start on that journey together. I open and own an LME Nails and Spa. So you can tell I love nails. The perks of that, I get free nails. But other than that, I am the owner, the receptionist, the HR, the janitor, the IT, everything. And all before lunch. Yes. Yes, for these nails, but anyhow. I create that. It's more than just a business. It was my vision. I wanted to create a welcoming environment where people come in and feel loved, safe, relaxed. And that's when I opened my first business. So moving on, I love real estate. And I talk about the American dream. So I realized that real estate offered the opportunity to create lasting value. Real estate is tangible and it's deeply personal. So I opened another business. It's called Bella Vita. Bella Vita means beautiful life. And actually my Vietnamese name is Vita. My first name is V, so it's V-I, and my maiden name is Ta, so it's T-A. But when you put it together, it's also a word. So when I start looking into my real estate company, I just thought of that name because, beautiful life. We have to enjoy it every moment of it. So how many of you own rental properties here or ever thought about investing in real estate? Anyone? Yes, for sure. It's very rewarding feeling. But again, just like entrepreneur take many forms, from nail salon owner to real estate, you think that create all that passive income. No, I haven't seen it passive yet, but I'm learning a lot from it, again, doing all the finding rentals, showing, maintenance, get tenants scream at me, just everything, just legal processes, and all the calls at 3 a.m. in the mornings. But all of that just teaches me more about how to become a better entrepreneur, become a better business owner, and just become a better person. I just appreciate more of every little single things in life. That led me to the next one, which the most excited one. November 4th, 2025, last year. I built the first Nebraska locally owned AAA entrepreneur agency. So everybody heard of AAA. You have heard of AAA, right? We all know about AAA. And Nebraska never had one that independently owned and locally owned. And thank you. So I made that history. I got to call it my first one in Nebraska. And I took that picture before we opened the door, standing in there. And I just reflecting and just feel, that feeling creating something that you call your own. And you will be able to give back to the community, to share your vision, and just to call it yours. So, but honestly, someday I feel like I know exactly what I'm doing. But other times I feel like I'm building an airplane while I'm flying it at the same time. So that's how entrepreneur is. So I'm sure how many of you felt that way? A lot of time, yeah. But that's the beauty of it. So why insurance? A lot of people are asking me, from nail salon, real estate, and now insurance. And my answer is insurance is simple. It's simply the vehicle. My mission never changed all the time. I always have that one mission to helping people. And even in the past, when I worked for corporate America, I help people too. I help business owners. So that's my passion and my love to do, what I love to do. So as an immigrant, another reason why I picked insurance, because I saw that a lot of people don't understand the system. Insurance is complicated, and it's not something fun that you will, sit down with your friend and say, let's talk about insurance. We're not do that. So if we don't talk about it, we don't know about it. And so a lot of people that uninsured, they didn't know, they didn't find out until they really need insurance, and then they didn't have enough the help that they're supposed to help. So also that language barriers that create confusion too. I was born in Vietnam, so I'm bilingual. I'm fluent in Vietnamese. I've been helping the community a lot, with translation. I saw that language barriers. There's a big gap. So again, just boil it down to make the decision without understanding any of the consequences. And I opened this agency, I want to fill that gap. I want to be able to help more people. Because representation matters. When business owners reflect the communities that they serve, trust deepens. Barriers fall and the opportunity expand for everybody. Diverse homeownership brings cultural understanding, authentic connection, and fresh perspective that strengthen the industry, the communities. So today I stand here as a woman, an immigrant, an Asian American, a minority business owner, and representation matters. So because somewhere there is another immigrant, another woman, another future entrepreneur, and wondering if they belong. So I hope my story shows them they do. So thank you. So the real question is, this presentation isn't about nail salon, about real estate, nor insurance. It's about something bigger. What dream are you postponing? Because it feels safer not to pursue it? That's the question I had to answer. And taking that leap changed my life. My ask. I would love your feedback. How do you know when it's time to stop working in your business and start working on your business? Number 2, how do you build a team that shares your vision? To find that, I have a founding members in my agency. So I found that team that share my same vision. But it's hard to do. I'm grateful, I'm lucky that I found those. But how do you build that team? And what advice would you give someone building a business that they hope that lasts after they're gone? Build that legacy. Yeah. And last but not least, we are hiring. So I hope, and my ask is, if you know anybody, licensed producer, property casualty, please share them my way. I would love to connect with them. And so I'll leave you with this. For years, I helped build other people's dreams. Today, I'm building my own. And every challenge, every setback, every success remind me that leap of faith was worth it. Thank you for joining my journey. Now go build yours. That's the QR code to connect with me on LinkedIn. I would love to hear your feedback or any kind of mentorship opportunities. I'd love to continue to connect with you. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions?
Are you looking for only PNC or do you?
Property casualty, life and health, they have to have all the license. Yeah.
On site, or do you expect them to come in pre-licensed?
Oh, I can help them with the licensing process if they don't have it. Also, I'm backed by AAA, so they have very good training university that they provide as well. Yeah. So if it's the right person, if we can share the same vision, I'm more than happy to help them and coach them. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, just, a comment and a question. But the comment is great presentation. Also
Thank you.
Grant, I'm from China myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very motivating to see another Asian American succeed and everything, because I took a leap of faith as well. And so I wanted to ask, do you still have your real estate agency?
Yeah, I still have my business. That's going to be a long, term commitment. I still manage my own. I looking to expand. I'm a little bit of workaholic, so it's fuel my energy by working and just challenge. I love challenges. So yes, thank you. Yeah. Oh no, I have one more. Sorry. Yeah.
So for many of us who already have insurance, how
Yes.
can it be of service to you?
Yes. So great question. Thank you. So a little bit about AAA, about my agency, since I said AAA never had one like mine in Nebraska. So June was the first last year. AAA introduced homeowner insurance. So AAA, a lot of you probably heard about AAA because roadside assistant. And that's not it. That's not just the only benefit. So being a AAA members, you have so many other benefits that you should and need to take advantage of. So insurance discount is the biggest one. If you already have insurance, I'll be more than happy to give you some free quotes, run some numbers. I'm a broker too, so I can compare and look. My whole, goal is just make sure that you coverage, you're not underinsured. I can increase your coverages and also save you some money. Everything is expensive nowadays. If we can save you some money, that would be my goal too. So yeah, I'm yours to you. So yeah, connect and we can talk. Yeah.
One last question. So I just have a comment, Vivian. I had my insurance all set up and I had my agent, and I don't want to use my agent, but Vivian got me a quote and I switched my insurance actually because so you pay like $100 a month for the exact same insurance. So.
Yes. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah.
Life is auto insurance.
Everything. So auto, home, renter, life, even business, commercial, business liabilities. I can do anything insurance related that you could think of. Yes. Yes.
You have to do quotes. We don't have to so we can compare, right?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's always a good practice to review what you have because things change. Life change every day. So yeah, just review your quote, send your deck page to me. I can run it, compare it, and just, let you know. Yeah.
All of our today will be here for the next few minutes after we wrap your meetings.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we just have a couple other announcements. July 9th will be the first ever bail meeting. That will be at Southeast Community College at the Entrepreneurship Center. BAIL stands for banking, accounting, insurance, and legal. So we have experts from all of those different areas that will be there. It's from 11 to 1. You can stop by, meet other people, and talk to experts in this area. Omaha does this every single week. So this is our test. As entrepreneurs, we test it, we get feedback, and we make revisions. So that's what, mark your calendar for July 9th. We have Mo Money, Mo Problems at the Nook, and the dates are up there. Sarah's talked about weekly coffee, and then Founders Friends Friday is the last Friday of the month. And that is for more adult type beverages. So that's at Boiler Brewing. So you have a couple opportunities for you to connect with other entrepreneurs in the area. So thank you for coming. I hope you come next week. And like Sarah said, bring a friend, and we'll even be more crowded than we are today. So thank you so much.